a tour of Mexico's most extreme prisons and jails. This person is not an ordinary person but the world's biggest and most dangerous drug smuggler, El Chapo. Special CCTV cameras have been installed in his cell, with the help of which it is monitored 24 hours a day. There is no light in his cell and no windows, just a shower area built in the corner. Interestingly, despite all this security and surveillance, El Chapo keeps walking towards the shower area. And then again, the security staff is not visible. After half an hour, when they got suspicious, they went inside the cell. But the world's biggest drug smuggler had escaped. After all, where and how did he escape? IR looks at Chapo's life and his escape. Welcome back to Unscripted Lens TV videos. El Chapo, born in 1957 in a small town in Badera, Mexico, is his real name and 3 sons. But later he renamed himself El Chapo. His drug trading habit was inherited. His father, who was himself a small fat drug dealer, he had thrown El Chapo out of the house at an early age. El Chapo had no employment to support himself, and when he did not find anything even after searching, he also started selling drugs. At just 15 years old, he started growing drugs himself. He used to choose a secluded area for himself and start growing marijuana there. Slowly his drug trading started to grow, that the big drug dealers of Mexico wanted to take him in their gang. In the 1970s, he joined a drug trading gang called El Cuero Palma. In this gang, he oversaw drug trafficking. He was so strict in his work that whenever a delivery was late, or even if there was any mistake, he would kill the dealer. 1980. He joined the gang of El Patrino Chiaro, the most famous drug dealer of the time. This gang was the biggest drug trading gang in Mexico. El Chapo was also given the responsibility of logistics and drug shipment in this gang. His job was to keep an eye on the drugs coming from Colombia to Mexico. But in 1989, the leader of gang was captured by Cairo agencies, and the gang broke up. Taking the opportunity, El Chapo made his own can, which he named Sinaloa Cattle. Now in America, drugs were delivered by 2 routes. Most of the drugs came from the Mexican border, and there was another way. The American agencies of the Mexican border had all their focus on the Mexican border, and many drug dealers and gangs were caught. El Chapo took advantage of this, and using different channels, he started delivering drugs to the USA. He used to grow a lot of drugs, in which methamphetamine, heroin, X, such cooking, and I left it gave more profit. That is why he used to focus more on these drugs. But it was not so easy to deliver the drugs to the USA, and for that he used to do it very cleverly. In the beginning, he used to smuggle drugs that don't have much smell, like cocaine, by hiding them in cans of fire extinguishers, chili paper, or car rims, which even drug sniffing dogs could not detect. But the problem is, it was that drugs other than cocaine could not be smuggled in this way. That is why he adopted a method that became his signature. And that was the method. Tunnels means tunnels. He would invest millions of dollars and hire experts and build such tunnels under the ground, in which there was a complete system of electricity and ventilation. And through these tunnels, he began to smuggle drugs into the USA. In 1990, the officers of the Federal Bureau of Investigation were surprised when they found the first tunnel of El Chico. That tunnel was 300 feet long and had full electricity. The tunnel exited inside a house that used to be El Chipo's safe house, and in case of emergency, he could escape through this tunnel. El Chapo knew all the rules of the trap. That's why he could not be caught despite trying a million times. In November 2010, another tunnel was found in Otay Mesa that had similar facilities but also had a rail system installed on the ground to transport debris during construction and later drugs. 2012. In Tijuana 2013, more tunnels were found again in 8 Mesa. Due to his prowess, El Chapo and his gang became known as the King of Tunnels. He used to make his tunnels so deep that even the ground-penetrating radar machine could not detect him. And he used to hide the tunnels, like the bathroom tub or under the toilet. He chose the place very carefully before making the tunnels. He did most of the smuggling from the city of Otay Mesa, California on the US-Mexico border. Made the intention, he chose Otay Mesa for three reasons. First, Otay Mesa was close to two major transportation hubs and San Diego, and drugs were very easy to transport to the agents because of these hubs. Secondly, it was an industrial area where there were many factories, and the noise of the heavy machines and traffic of the factories was high. That's why it was easy to dig tunnels here, because the noise of the excavation was hidden in the noise of the factory. And the third reason is the soil here, because there is a sea on one side of the city. Keeps the soil very soft. That is why it was very easy to dig here. While on the other side there are mountains, which give strength even to soft earth. And because of this, the tunnels did not collapse. In other words, this city was very ideal for the tunnels of El Chapo. On the 9th of June 1993, the Mexican authorities finally caught El Chapo and sentenced him to 20 years in prison. Everyone used to get facilities and arrange their business meetings. In order to continue its work, the Supreme Court of Mexico made a decision in 2001, after which the process of exchanging prisoners between the United States and Mexico became easy. El Chapo knew that because of drug trafficking in the USA, the government of the USA would call him and imprison him in any case, and then it would not be easy to get out of there. That's why El Chapo planned to escape from the Mexican prison for the first time. He bribed the prison guards to the tune of $2.5 million, and Jed escaped in a laundry basket. For the next 13 years, he again snubbed the US and Mexican governments without being caught for his tunnels, drug trade and other crime. But after 13 years of hard work, the Mexican agencies found out its exact location, and his house was raided. This time too, he had planned his escape. He entered a secret tunnel under the bathroom sink, but the authorities did not let him go far, and finally he was caught once again. Now he was sent to LT Plano Maximum Security Prison, the most secure prison in Mexico, and a special watch was kept on it, but only after a year on July 11th, 2015, when he was walking in his cell. So at 8:50 p.m., he was last seen near the shower area. His cell only had a shower area, which was hidden from the camera's eye. After about half an hour, he was not seen on camera, so the lockup was opened to inspect the cell. By the time the guards went in, El Chapo was gone. He cleverly enlarged the drain of the shower area and dug a tunnel that connected to a larger tunnel below. The tunnel opened to a nearby construction site 1.5 kilometers away, 33 feet below the ground and 5 feet 7 inches wide. This tunnel was so big that a person could easily pass through it. But this time his freedom did not last long. On January 8, 2016, his safe house was again attacked by Mexican Marines in Los Mochas, and after fierce resistance he was once again captured. This time the American government did not want to take too much risk. That is why in 2017 El Chapo was handed over to the USA by the Mexican government, where he is serving his life sentence in Supermax prison, Colorado. But the truth is, no matter how much security there is, the American government is afraid that El Chapo might not run away again. Hope you people will like and share this video of Unscripted Lens TV. Thank you very much for your kind comments. In the next wonderful video,